Hello everybody, this is LW Gaming and welcome back for another video. And before we begin this video, I'm going to need to do some discussion about the previous video I made about the weekly update on Langrisser M. I forgot to showcase the banners, what they like the banners on the Old Storm banner, what they have to offer. Anyways, I gotta tell you, this banner is actually a recurring one like the other major update we have. This banner allows you to choose a wish list the characters from language of 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, this was happening like this, like I think once a month, based on what I know. Anyways, if you guys are still missing some of the characters from those three titles, I'll probably pick them up before they disappear because you know, I think Zilong was trying to what they're trying to do is that they're trying to make sure everyone has the right heroes before they embrace the bigger content. Like as of right now, I noticed that a lot of new players have started playing this game like recently or I don't know, a few weeks ago I would say because of Gintama. So yeah, this kind of banner is basically a catch-up banner. So in case you guys are missing a lot of characters from those three games, don't be afraid to pick them up because they're pretty useful in at a later game. But I can tell you what units are actually best best to wish for. So anyway, so far anyways, I think a lot of people who have started the game should have Cherie by now. If you started this game a week ago. So anyways, but for some reason if you don't have Cherie, oh excuse me. If for some reason if you do not have Cherie, she's gonna be an option there because she's from Langrisser 2. And also, you can select Liana because she has the at again. But if you really wanted to be like a really useful healer, I will probably say Tiaras if you need her because she has passive healing every time when you get attacked or after you attack. And also she has attack blessing which allows you to take less damage while dealing more damage towards the enemy, which is really great. If you want to get a really good healer, Tiaras is the best candidate. And also Tiaras has the best mobility out of all the healers because she's riding on the cavalry unit, but she herself considered as a mage or holy unit, depending on how you're gonna class her. Anyways, enough with the disclaimer. Anyways, let's start the video of the what this video is mostly about. This video is an episode of Future Langrisser with the issue of December 2022. So, anyways, this episode is quite special because there are actually lots of stuff going on within CN. So yes, this video topic is going to be about the update that's going to happen soon in China of Langrisser M. So, anyways, let's get into it. So first off, the leaks about the upcoming collab that I actually talked about within the community post have ended up becoming a reality or becoming true, I would say. So, anyways, what happened here is that the characters from the world of the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Dark are coming to Elsaria. So yes, you heard that right. The characters from that game are coming to Langrisser M. So I'm gonna show you all what they are, but I think all of you already knew this, but to those of you who haven't seen the leaks or whichever that you've seen in Discord, I'm gonna do a recap of what they are. So anyways, these are the new heroes that will be coming to Langrisser M. And keep in mind, these are not my edits. These are the official icons. I replaced my edit ones because honestly, I noticed they finally got information about these characters. So anyways, even though these characters were actually mentioned, they I did not have their trailers yet because it's not the new week yet. So we'll get to that trailer soon. But for now, we're gonna be discussing future languages earlier than the trailer. So anyways, I'm only gonna say what they are and also how you can get them. But I'm not gonna show their full kit. But I am going to put in their factions as a courtesy if you want to know how to make use of them within your current team when the time comes. So anyways, we got Agnes Claudio, or I don't know how to pronounce it because this character I'm not familiar with. So anyways, she is part of Legion of Glory, Princess Alliance, and Heroes of Time. Yeah. Anyways, these collab units they always have Heroes of Time as their faction, one of them, as one of their factions, because Heroes of Time is basically how they treat collab units. So as you can see here, she's in part of the meta factions like Legion of Glory, and of course Princess Alliance, which I myself was still using to this day. And she is obtained from summoning. So just let you know if you want to figure out how to get her. All right, the next hero is a line Claire. I don't know how you pronounce that, but anyways, she is part of Strategic Masters, Meteor Strikes, and Heroes of Time. And of course, same with the other character I mentioned earlier. She is also obtained by summoning. So yeah. Anyways, you're gonna need a summon for these two if you want them. And last but not least, we got the main guy himself, Van Arkride. He's part of Protagonist, your Less Legends, and Heroes of Time. And one thing for certain is that this character is obtained from the Secret Realm for free. So this is basically treated like a so this is kind of like Overlord situation here. Like all the characters are SSRs, but no SRs to be found here. So as you can see here, all three of them are SSR units, but however, one of them is going to be free to obtain. So yeah, that one free unit is going to be Van, which I'm actually really excited for him to be to be free to get because honestly, we haven't gotten an SSR freebie for a long time, but now with this collab, we can finally get one. So anyways, moving on to the next topic within this episode. So anyways, there's newscasting pattern skills been issued here. So anyways, there are four new heroes that are getting the casting patterns within this patch. So the first one is Omega. Omega's uh, Omega's casting pattern skill is the skill increased by 10%, which is pretty good because that allows him to be able to attack hero directly much easier. When using skills to enter battle, the soldier's range plus one. The hero costs a 10% increase in damage. So yeah, this is a huge improvement for Omega. So basically, you can use skills as at three range as well. So yeah, this could be a big upgrade for Omega because of that extra range for your soldiers. And also the hero costs a 10% increase in damage, which is pretty awesome because it allows you to kill the enemy much easier with this. And then the next casting patterns skill will be for Nomi. This one increases her int by 5% during the duration of the strategic garb, which is basically her 3C. Each time the active attack causes damage, her skill cooldown will be reduced by 2 turns. So yeah, this could be an interesting mechanic, but honestly, I don't think this is so broken to the fact that it will instantly it'll instantly like refreshes her 3C. I don't think that's the case because every time when this does damage, this one will just reduce 2 turns, no matter how many enemies you hit. So I think this is fair, to be honest, because her 3C I think is a 5 turn cooldown. So if this props, it turns into 3 turns, which is fine enough. Okay, the third character receiving the casting patterns is Maya. Her int will increase by 10%. The Ultra Purge can release enemies and allies within 3 tiles, and the duration of the spell of both enemies and allies will increase by 1 turn, which is pretty nice. And last but not least, we got Lifany. The casting patterns for Lifany, which is the int plus 5%, and this one involves her 3C Magic Vortex skill. Basically, her that skill is gonna have a command effect, which is other ally heroes within 2 cells around the movement will be reduced by 1. I think the translation was trying to say is that, anybody that's within that command aura will have their movement went down by one, and this will last two. And also this command effect will last for 2 turns. So yeah, I think this is very situational because it prevents your enemies from approaching to your team, uh, which is which is pretty nice, I would say. That's one way to keep your enemies away from your team. But anyways, moving on, we got some new exclusive equipments available. So, anyways, a lot of people say that they're half of them are actually pretty underwhelming, while the other is pretty exciting. So, anyways, let's get into what these are. So, anyways, so we got a new exclusive for Liana, and this is the armor gear. So, anyways, this one increases her HP by 10%, and also when using Act Again, the target receives attack and int plus 20% for 2 turns. And then when she summons a Sky Archer, the Sky Archer stats will be increased significantly, and have Prayer as a new skill to use. So previously, if you don't have this equipment, the Sky Archer has the spell and the other skill I don't remember. But anyways, with this equipment, the Sky Archer can do prayers just like Liana, which is pretty nice because honestly, she just gives you extra healing options with Sky Archers. But overall, a lot of people say that this equipment is pretty weak in some ways. But honestly, I kind of agree in some ways because, like, the attack and ink increase by 20% doesn't sound a lot, but it could be really devastating if you act again on someone that could actually deal a lot of damage. Something like that. It could be useful in some ways, but most of the time, probably not. You don't necessarily need this, but it'd be nice to have, honestly. As well as the Sky Archer having prayer skill to use, which is pretty interesting. Okay, the next equipment that's getting exclusive is Oboro, the next hero. I mean, yeah. Anyways, this one increases 10% HP as well, like the Diana's. But however, this one is like after this unit receives fusion powers and use elemental amassing, which is I believe the transformation skill. The unit gain 1 stack of Dragon Valor instantly. When actively attacking, the minus 30% take damage taken and minus 30% reflect damage taken. So when Oboro is attacking actively, he will take less damage as well as less reflect damage. And I don't think these are stacking though because I mean maybe they do, but I not 100% sure. But I I think they both are actually the same effect. So basically, if Oboro is facing someone with thorns or anybody that can reflect damage back at him, he will not suffer a lot of damage from that, which honestly is pretty neat. And also with the one stack of Dragon Valor instantly, it's gonna allow him to transform into a dragon a lot quicker. So I would say at turn 3, that's where Oboro will become dragon instantly with the four Dragon Valor stacks. Which honestly, this opens up Oboro with more offensive options because as it currently stands for Oboro, he needs like 5 turns for the full stacks to commence. But however, this could be shortened by Act Again. And also, speaking of Act Agains, if Oboro get Act Again with this equipment on, he'll actually get the full stacks at turn 2, which it is insane if you think about it in the Apex Arena. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty insane for Oboro's with the exclusive equipment here. All right, moving on to the next thing. We also have a new Kovian, which is a tier. I think that's what they pronounce it. Or yeah. Anyways, I don't have much information about this because honestly, I'm not into Kovians much anymore. But anyways, these are actually a nice touch that they still continuing this trend. And also, this is the seventh Kovian, in case you guys are wondering. So yeah, basically we're almost done with the Kovian selection because as of right now there's like 9 slots within the Kovian menu. So I do have a feeling there will be 2 more later that's yet to come later. And finally, some additional information within this episode. The Dimension Expedition was actually confirmed for this patch, so yeah, the eighth run to be precise. And also there are new soldiers mentioned in this patch as well, which is Lancers and Cavalry soldiers. But however, there could be more to it. But also one thing that excites me the most is that some of the old units in the past that were sucking so bad are now going to be viable because they receive new soldiers with them. So, anyways, the one character I'm actually going to talk about is my first tank that I ever built was Amelia. She's finally getting a new soldier for this batch, which honestly, this is exciting because Zilong really trying their best to bring Amelia back because of her low usage back in the day. So I think this one hopefully fixes a lot of her flaws because there are so many things about her that she has potential, but unfortunately it didn't come to fruition until this batch because of the new soldiers she received might actually give her the edge of the usage here. So anyways, moving on. Anyways, there and also unfortunately, based on the SP hero goes, the PSV I mentioned SP Matthew coming in. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, there aren't any more heroes within the SP lineup at this point. But anyways, we'll see what will happen in the future though, because I highly doubt they will bring a new SP to the table. But I'm just not sure when exactly. Because I remember back in the day they used to release new SP heroes every once per 2 months. But now things have slowed down, so I don't know what kind of frequency they have with the SP lineup. But anyways, that's all on this video. So hope you are finding this information informative, and let me know what you think about the new heroes coming into Elsaria. And also keep an eye out on the trailer within like probably a few days or probably like next week. I would say that at the beginning of next week, which is Monday. They usually release that kind of trailer at that time, so keep an eye out for that. So, anyways, see y'all next time and happy holidays.